Good morning. How to organize your home office on a budget? Well, if you have a business and you run it from home, it is crucial you dedicate a space, even that's a small space, exclusively for your business. And the reason why it's important for you to do that, so that you will be able to claim some deductions on your taxes, including business mileage. When you have a business you run from home and you don't have a home office, or you don't use your office space exclusively for your business, you won't be able to deduct business mileage. Everything you go out to do for your business is going to be commuting from your house to the destination. Is going to be commuting, unless from that destination you are going to another place for your business. That's place A and B, the distance between the two, that will be business mileage. But if you are just leaving your home to place A and come back home, it's going to be commuting both ways. But if you have, and then if you don't have a home office just for your business, you leave home to place A for business, and then you have a place B to B for business. Then from your home to place A is commuting. From place A to place B is business mileage. From place B home is commuting. So that means out of the whole distance, a small portion will be business mileage. So you have to track your mileage and as you track it, you will account for what is commuting and what is business mileage. But when you have a home office, even if that's a small space that you consider your work space for your business, you will be able to claim for as a business mileage everything you go out of your house to do for your business. So that's one advantage of having a home office for your business. Even if that's a small spa that you want to deduct, that's okay. You can use some part of your business for inventory storage. And I believe, unless you change, I believe you can even store your inventory in a space with other things that belongs to you personally as well, and you can still deduct that space, but it does not qualify you to claim a business mileage in that sense that it's not dedicated just for the business. So that's why it's very important to have a space where you can perform your administrative work and just keep it for the business. So when you have a business office, or you are trying to have a business office, you don't need to spend a lot of money to decorate your office space. You can make it a long-term project. That way you will be able to spend money on it wisely. So you figure out what you can DIY yourself, or what you can repurpose from your house to reuse in your business. And as your taste change or your business needs change, you will implement or you will remodel your office as it fits, but you won't have to spend upfront on things that you'll have to throw away later. So it's good to just take your time to purchase what you need as you go, instead of trying to go into debt and purchase a lot. So at the beginning, it's very important you spend most of your money on things that matters. But before we get into that, I'd like to go back to what I talked about earlier. So when you have an office that you use exclusively for business, Not only you'll deduct business mileage, you'll be able to deduct your you'll be able to claim a deduction for the home office space as well on your taxes. So yeah, so that's the advantage. Those two, that's the main, for tax purposes, that's the advantage. But then now let's go back to what we are talking about. So at the beginning, spend more money on things that matter, things that will make you money. Because your business is young, your profit may not be high, so it's better you spend money on the raw materials that you'll use to manufacture your finished product, or spend money on the product you purchase to resell. So those are what are going to generate money for you. There are things you have to list what you need in your office to know what are the must to have and what will make it, what will be good to have, and so on. And then you purchase what is necessary for your business. You don't have to purchase all of them if it's not necessary, and then as you have a need, you can purchase more. That way you spend more of your money purchasing raw materials or finished product to resell or to manufacture the goods you sell, so you can generate revenue and then reinvest that into the business to purchase with the equipment you need, more raw materials or finished products, and then a little bit toward storage, shelf units, containers, what you need to organize your product as you create more products or you purchase more goods to resell. So you might want to have a strategy so that you just don't invest all your money into what will be overhead, if I will call it that way. So when I'm just going to share one example with you. So when we started our business, there are a few things that are purchased, and even before we give that example, organization. So when you have your home office, it's very important you keep it organized so that it's inviting. You can really go there and work, because it's not just about having a space specifically for business and now using it and be able to deduct it on your taxes. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to use that place to conduct your business, to be able to say you have a home office. So make your office as inviting as possible. It doesn't mean you have to decorate it expensively, but it just means you have to keep it organized, clean, so that you can come in, sit down and work. Okay, so when we start this business, Liberal Consulting L.L.C, I purchased few things: the desk, the printer, because the business was about filing tax returns and pretty much business and financial consulting. So we purchased the chair and another chair, this one. So that's pretty much. And then this the file cabinets, because it came with lock, so it was very important to have a safe place for important documents. So those are the only things that we purchased for the office space. So but when we move in, the floor, can just show you the side here. There was the carpet here, and I removed the carpet because it was dirty, and the bottom was very red. So you can still see the red on the floor, on the wall here. And that was it. It was the whole basement was painted red, and each time we came down to do laundry, we'll have red feet. So when I removed the carpets, I put the vinyl, I don't think that's, yeah, vinyl tile that I put down. So we purchased it from Lowe's. It was on sale. It was a good brand. It was on sale. I think I recorded a video showing those products that I use, but I'm not even sure that I published it yet, but I have recorded a year ago. So that's all. So I just like put the vinyl down in the basement, mostly all by myself, in end of 2014, beginning of 2015, that winter. And because when we were looking for the house and I saw this place, and I said to myself that this area is going to be our home office. So everything else was just repurposed. So I have this table that we use upstairs, and I brought it down, and I wanted to use it for shipping. But then as I have things that didn't have place to be, I put it on it. But I have shipping items on it, so that it's just easy for me to pick up things as I needed. When I'm ready, I'm packaging orders. So, and I just, repurpose things around the house. But I have things, and I just use tomato puree boxes to hold, because we stock up on groceries, so we get those things in bulk, and I just use those boxes. It's all about recycling. And I have my tissue paper, the one that I would open. I just have it down here, but I have the bulk still in the bag. And when I take one out, I'll put it in the freezer bag and just put it down. I have few boxes here, so it's just easier for me to just get to what I need to package. And that's why organizing the office is very important. So I use my desk to package, to work, and every time I'm done working, it has to be empty. It has to be like this every single day. The only day it's not like this is when before bed I'll come down and I'll put fabric on it, put the sewing machine, which I propose because I purchased it to sew cloth diapers for my 3 kids. So I propose the sewing machine to sew our handmade products. So I will put our fabrics down, so I know that I'm going to sew. So I will put towels, put the machine down, and the fabrics that I'm going to sew into the finished product to sell. That way in the morning when I come down, I don't need to go look for those things and spend 10-15 minutes before I start. So that's the only time I will prep my desk. Other than that, most of the time I work on my computer. So I will just take my computer, put it down, work, and when I'm done, I will put it away, and it will stay like this. So having a place to work that is always clean might be important for some people. It may not be from others. It all depends on what environment you like to work in. So if it matters to you to work in a clean space, make sure you keep your space clean so that you are encouraged to work in your business. So I tend to clean the basement once a week. And when I'm doing that, I'll come here and I will clean it. So I make sure, I keep it clean. And for now, cleaning once a week works for me. And I have the small heater there that I use when I'm here, because it can be cold here. Otherwise, every time I come down, I'll bring my blankets that I can use in addition to the heater. And so last year, I didn't really want to purchase a lot of storage shelves unit. So I try to repurpose what I can find around the house. And we spend more money private labeling and purchasing raw materials and finished product to sell. So we have some of both here, and I even have this doll that I might be probably listed already. So, but this, that was last year that we spent most of our business money purchasing product to resell. And we do have more products in the basement elsewhere. But this year, I wanted to increase our production line and include more products. So for that reason, we are going to purchase some equipment. So here's the things. When you purchase business equipment, you wanted to have it in its spot is going to stay, so that you'll be able to get to it easily and use it. So if you are in that stage, having shelf units might be a requirement for you, or having a table for those might be a requirement. So it's not about one situation fits all. It's all about what you need in your business. So just don't copy somebody because that's what you think it has to be now. So for instance, I'm purchasing more equipment that I will use to produce products. Therefore, I want to have some shelf units so that they can be on it, and some of them can be heavy, so I won't be able to move them around. And this table is not stable, it's not strong enough for some of the equipment to be on it. And that shelf unit is not strong enough. It has been repurposed from the house here as well, and it's holding my soap products. And I even have some, I have the pen that I use to make soap. When I'm done making soap, I don't wash it right away. I let the inside turn into soap as well. That's how I make liquid soap for to use in the washing machine if I will use that. Then I have the mold that I use, and I just kept it closed with those boxes. Have it under the table. But yeah, and I dry the soap on top of the rack as well. But with the machinery that I'm purchasing, I order a shelf unit from Lowe's, from Home Depot, but I did some search. There is some that I wanted to use, Gladiator, and I have it. I'm not sure I'll be able to show it from here. I have purchased some for my canning products and like them, and know that I will purchase more for the business. I just don't know when. But by the water heater, I have my Gladiator here, and that's very good. Believe I purchased them from Lowe's to hold my canning products, as I damaged the shelves in the pantry upstairs when I was putting canning jar on them. So, and those are the shelves units that were in the pantry, so they fell off of the drywall. And we purchased stronger hooks, not hooks, but things to hook into the drywall and put them back on it. But we have not gone to that project, my husband and I, yeah. But I purchased those Gladiator shelf units, and I know that I'll purchase more for the business. I just don't want to spend that much money at the moment when I'm not sure That would be the wide shelf unit based on, you know, the product that I will be using. It is very strong and it can hold 4,000 pounds per shelves. But when I went to, even when I went to, I believe I purchased them from Sam's Club, but Sam's Club does not allow, you have to have a specific membership to be able to purchase those now and get it delivered at home or something like that. I'm not even sure. So I went to Lowe's. Lowe's has them, but more pricey compared to Home Depot. But at Home Depot, I found one that has, the shelf is kind of closed. It has something on the shelves. The shelf does not have holes like this. And I purchased one. It was the only one that is free shipping. So I purchased one to use it in the office to see if I like it, because I don't want to have multiple type of shelf units if I'm going to line them up. But if you can see here, that's another place of the basement that we use, and pretty much from the office all the way to before the car, where there is space between the two containers. That's the end. That's how much the business is taken from the basement. After that, we have key toys that I have in containers to keep toys organized, grouped, and then I have some clothing that I want to turn into racks, so they are there as well, where we have the car, the toy train or car, whatever that is. But this section is groceries. Then we have probably books, shelf unit there. So the goal is to turn this whole side of the basement into business area, but it's going to be a process. But I want to have all the products on shelf units, so that when I'm cleaning, it's easy for me to clean the floor easily without having to lift anything. And this is a muscles wax, I believe. It's good. I don't know how strong it is, but I wanted to buy more of them. By the way, when I went to Home Depot, I think every single one charged about $22 or $20 for shipping, up to 3. The fourth one, after 3, if you buy 4, you won't get charged shipping for the 4th one or for the 5th one. So in that instance, if you know that's what you use, it's good to buy more at once if you want to do that and you are sure you will use it. But the thing is, I have keys around that comes, and this is moving. Well, this is very sturdy, not moving. Therefore, I prefer to buy the Gladiator. This one is not Gladiator, but is similar product, is similar. I prefer to buy a sturdy one, so that it's a little bit safe around here at the same time. And that way, this business things can be on it. And what I like about it is not touching the floor compared to the one that was shaking. It's not touching the floor, and I can just put the broom there and clean. While that one is a little bit too low, maybe you may not be able to see it, for me to clean underneath it. That way, spider won't be an issue. Much is the idea. So having things like this is it can be challenging to come and find products that I need, but still I can find them. A lot of them are business supplies, and a lot of them are, some of them are business supplies, the bottom, and some of them are product to resell. And then I have packagings here, and then I have product here as well to sell, and we still have boxes around. So yes, when you don't have shelf units, things may not be organized as much as you like, but it does not mean your workspace should be cluttered. So that's why I use some part of the basement to store boxes and some products. So the shelf unit that I purchased from Home Depot, it is Gladiator, but it's not the one that has the canning jar on it. And I believe the whole shelf unit is going to, it can hold up to 5,000 pounds, the whole shelf unit. So I'm going to reorganize that area. Probably the table might go, I'm not sure. That shelf unit will be moved, things will be off of it, and they shipped the shelf unit already. So that means I want to clean up the space so that when it comes, my husband and I, we can put it together and have it in this angle. And the reason why I wanted to have it there is because I have an outlet right there that I will need to use for one of the machine, a heat press machine. So it will require to be plugged straight into the outlet, now using an extension. Therefore, I like to have it close to the outlet. For that reason, I'll be reorganizing that side of the office for that. And that's just the way I chose to organize my home office on a budget. And one reason why you should, when you are purchasing equipment, it's good to have a spot, a shelf unit, a table for them to be on so that you can use them, is this. So it is a laminator we purchased recently, and it's still in the box, have not been opened. And that's one reason why you don't purchase equipment to use in your business and keep it in the box. When you don't have the proper spot to put it, then you won't be able to use it in the business. So just know what your needs are in your business and spend money to organize your office, to make it to prepare it in a way that, or to make it in a way that is easy for you to come in, work, and work quickly. Because when you have a spot for your shipping, it makes it easy for you to put your shipping product, to package your orders quickly and save on your time, be productive. And at the same time, when you have things at their own spot, it makes it easy to keep things organized. You don't have to move it somewhere and forget about it and leave it where you move it. So when they are when everything is in one's own spot, you just go there, work, and leave it back where you took it. So you just have to see what works for you and know how much you want it to, what your budget is. And just don't buy everything at once, because when your taste change or your need change, then it might be a waste of money when you have to get rid of all the furniture you purchased for the business and replace them with other things you might need in the business. So thank you so much for your time. I'm Afiavi Ojune Libreman, creators of Limon Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, Limon Consulting L.L.C podcast, and ninasoap.com, our blog. We do have our online stores, including liberdownload.com, where we sell digital products. You can find templates and spreadsheets to manage your finances and your business. We have liberoutlets.com where we resell products. We have label.com for custom apparels and stationery. And we do have our natural product store, ninassoap.com. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for all your comments. And we thank you so much, you all that subscribe to our channel. Thank you.